Hi everybody, Geraldine here. This morning I'm coming on with a video response and also to show you the item that I've made for a challenge that's running on YouTube at the moment. Now the challenge is being hosted by the lovely Annie Chambers, who's also known as Rosie Posy Crafts. Annie has reached 400 subscribers. In fact, she's gone well over the 400 at this stage, and she's hosting a challenge to celebrate. Now Annie has a brilliant channel here on YouTube. She's a Stampin' Up demonstrator and she shows you how to make lovely cards, but recently she's put up a 4-part tutorial on how to make a handbag mini album, and it's well worth watching, folks. I've watched it myself several times, and if you're ever thinking of getting into mini albums, this is one of the tutorials you should watch. Now Annie has donated as a first prize a lovely handbag mini album made by herself. The second prize, which is a selection of laces, is being sponsored by Scrimpy's Craft Boutique on Facebook. In other words, it's being sponsored by the lovely Amanda. So I'll put a link to Rosie Posy Crafts challenge video in the description box. And the usual YouTube conditions apply, you know, be a subby, etc, etc. And the challenge is running until the 1st of April. So you've plenty of time to get your entry in. Now what you have to do, as it's a challenge, you have to make something. You have to exert yourself a little bit. Annie wants us to make a heart within a heart and send it to her. And she said it can be any medium, paper, card, fabric. She doesn't mind, so long as it's not too big, but a heart within a heart, and send it to her. And I think she has even given her address on the challenge video, so you don't have to go messaging, which personally is a nightmare for me because I can't do it on a YouTube. But you get her address and you send it to her, and you'll be included in the prize draw. So it's a lovely challenge and well worth entering. So I'll stop rabbiting on now. I think I've told you all the things. Yeah, it ends the 1st of April and it's heart within a heart. And in case you're wondering, this is a little tin from Marks and Spencer's that Easter eggs came in, tiny little eggs, and I bought it there a while ago. I bought it about 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know if they're doing them anymore, but it's lovely for doing a bunny rabbit template. Now I'll shut up and I'll get on with what I've made. Annie can look away now if she doesn't want to see what I've done. She doesn't want to see my heart within a heart. And I also have to say thanks to all the people who commented on my last video and left encouraging messages and messages of support, etc. on our housing situation at the moment. In other words, basically the flood we've discovered under the floorboards. It hasn't got any better, we're still working on it, but I'll shut up, I won't bore you with the details. And this is what I've made for Annie's challenge. Let's see if I can get it better. Yes, there's the heart and there's the heart within a heart. Now, I found this lovely pattern on Ravelry for a ruffled crochet heart. If any of you crochet and you'd like to make the heart, it's a free pattern on Ravelry. Just do a search as ruffled crochet heart. Now, I did it in double knitting, cream, pure cotton yarn, and it took about 50 grams. It took half 100-gram ball roughly, but that would depend on your tension and how you do it. And I've mounted it on a background of fabric covered card, and I've just backed it with some craft card. So it was actually quicker than it looks. It took me, I suppose, about 2 or 3 hours to do the crochet. And then I've added some little butterflies that I made myself there from the embroidery machine, some little roses also from the embroidery machine. And these roses here, these are not made by me, they are made by somebody in China, and they are bought on AliExpress, and you can buy them there, and there are loads of sellers. And under here, under this fabric, is a little hidden surprise. In fact, there's 2 hidden, what I would call hidden features in this particular make of mine. First of all, under the fabric here, I've actually put lavender, so if you rub it or handle it, the scent of lavender comes out, which is a great bonus at the moment, as those of you who have watched my last video know about. So that's hidden feature number 1, just rub and sniff. I don't have sniffy vision or smelly vision, but a good rub and the smell comes up and hits, the scent of lavender comes up and hits you in the face, and it's supposed to be calming, and it would need to be calming at the moment around here. This lovely heart here is made by a lovely lady called Anita Blake. She runs a selling page on Facebook. She's called The Crafting Insomniac, and if you look up The Crafting Insomniac on Facebook, you will come to her page. She makes lovely resin embellishments, and she also sells various metal embellishments as well. And on every second Monday she has a sale, and her sale will be, the next sale is next Monday. So if you'd like to pop over and get something similar to this, she has absolutely beautiful resins. This is quite small, but she does the usual. She does frames, angels, lots of heart shapes, vases and baskets of flowers and things like that. So well worth a visit. And the other thing is, this can be lifted up. I have it only partially glued down. You can lift it up and put a photo in it. In other words, Annie can put a photo of her lovely little dog Rosie or whatever she likes in it. And there's a heart here to hang it up. So not bad really. I'm quite happy with it. It's a bit, I wouldn't, I'm not a person who likes a lot of ruffles or frills or that kind of thing. Our house is fairly plain, as it's full of dogs and it's a fairly masculine looking house. But I'm quite happy with this, and it's not bad for a free pattern from Ravelry, you know, what you can make with it. Let's see if I can get, no, I can't really get it all into the frame at the one stage. I'll try again. But basically that's what it is. So don't forget to enter, or go over, at least go over and subscribe and check out her lovely tutorials and videos. That's all, folks. I might be back on later today with a few makes, but enjoy the weekend and mind yourselves. Bye.